drink. And yung talagang constant and non-stop. And every time I'm asked, how are you able to maintain your good skin? I said that apart from getting my 8 hours of sleep every night, I really drink a lot of water. As in, yung si 500 ml bottle na yan, normally, I consume at least 10 bottles a day. But kung working nga, umaabot ng 12 to 16 because you have to keep your throat hydrated. And pero itong mali kasi it's cold. I drink room temperature or warm water, but
We do that here.
thank you. Naaliw lang ako talaga because when I tried the water, and when it was brought, because they had given me about 10 days ago, just to be sure, I said, ay masarap kasi madulas. And then sorry kung maarte about everything. Maarte hanggang sa tubig. So I was telling them na I'm pretty much a water connoisseur. Parang talaga, nagsisplurge ako sa tubig because I love water. But this was the one water talaga that comes in it's a 5-gallon bottle, right? That I really like because I said that there's no residual aftertaste. That you really know that it is clean. And I was so worried when it was offered that it would be distilled. Kasi sinabihan ako ng doctor talaga na it's a misconception to be drinking distilled water because you took away all the minerals and the nutrients and the things that you need from that water. Yung akala, kasi parang tayo parang nauto, yung before, na parang you think that, is it okay that I'm saying this? Okay. No, because, di ba there was a time na akala natin, parang like, maybe it was like 10 or 15 years ago, and I think that's because of all the trips Filipinos would take to Hong Kong. Because I'll name it yung Watsons nila, di ba, was distilled. And then akala ng lahat na yun yung bongga. But when I went to the States and I had my executive check-up, they really emphasized the need to drink water that was not distilled because pag naging distilled nga daw, you lose all the minerals and everything else there. So when I found out it was purified, thank you God ako. Sabi ko, I thank you. At least mapapanindigan ko talaga na ito yung iniinom ko.
We're very glad to hear that. We at Healthy Family is very glad to hear that. And for sure, as Miss Sharon also shared earlier, the process that the water undergoes, the purification process, it's untouched by human hands. So that's also a value that we are very proud of a Healthy Family.
Actually, what I liked most was that when I was reading up on it, because masipag naman ako magbasa talaga pag binigay sa akin yung the briefing materials na with 90,000 pesos you can have your own water refilling station. And I really think that it's important to instill entrepreneurship at a very affordable price. And based on the information that was given to me, you can actually recoup that kung masipag ka in about 4.5 months. So I think we should really encourage that with parang ako, regaluhan ko yung mga anak ko rather than bigyan ko sila na with that 90,000, di ba? I have no idea, I'm sorry, kung magkano yung bagong Xbox One and all those games that go with that, right? But I'll buy them na lang na water refilling station and at least meron pang sustainable income, nakapagbigay ko pa ng trabaho. So I don't know if you saw my IG post because I said that this was another check in my bucket list. And the reason it was another check in my bucket list was because that I have deals with almost all the big billionaire families, but I had no Ayala deal. So nung nalaman ko that it is Manila Water and owned by Ayala, sabi ko, thank you God, na kompleto na. Na parang sabi ko, lahat ng nandun sa Forbes list na yan, isa-isa ko silang na-check. Check. Thank you God. So, And I thank you for the confidence that you have in me in giving this to me because it's a launch. And it's parang sabi ko nga when it was being discussed with me, I said, I think they're the richest startup. Oh, because diba, it is a startup, diba? If you think of it that way, but you are going into a multi-billion peso industry. Because I asked you that earlier during lunch. Sorry, can you share it again? How much is it pag ang bottled water consumption natin here in the Philippines? When you sum total it, both the 5-gallon ones and these bottles.
The overall water industry in the Philippines, it's a 125 billion industry.
Billion yun ah. 125 billion pesos a year ang ginagastos natin mga Filipinos sa tubig. That if you think about it, 25 years ago, hindi naman tayo gumagastos for that. But as a mother, di ba, I remember that na a big expense when you, after breastfeeding, diba, dun sa formula, there was this certain brand that was recommended by the pediatrician. And because may added calcium siya and fluoride para strengthen yung teeth. So, as a mother ako, I spent extra for that. And that water was ×5 the cost of the other water. So, but then Tuan is really good and you said it's safe even for babies. So, dun ako natuwa when I found out about that because that's really being a responsible company because you have to start now. If you want brand loyalty, start it young.